Well, you have to look forward. Otherwise, you'll bump into something.
Jesus!
I said so.
My name is Tadashichi Miruko. I'm a sophomore in high school.
Are you okay?
Yes. Thanks. Her name is Itsuki Yuzuki. She is one of my classmates. We're what is called friends with each other. It was when a while passed since we became classmates with each other. We happened to be in charge of class duty simultaneously, and it was when we were cleaning the classroom together after school. I want to see behind your mask.
Huh?
I want to see behind your mask.
Why?
Because you always wear a mask. I haven't seen you without a mask on since we became classmates.
Is that so?
Besides, you always wear it even in gym class. You were even running long distances with your mask on, weren't you?
Well, yes.
At first, I was watching you with a curiosity about why you were wearing it. But I gradually became curious about what is behind it.
Oh, is that so?
So, can you show me?
That's a little...
I knew you wouldn't. There must be a reason for it, because you always wear it.
I'm glad that you understand it.
But I want to see it.
What?
Can you show me somehow? I'll do anything.
Even you said so.
Never?
Well, it'll be fine once we get to know each other.
Really? Then let's be friends.
What?
And so, we became friends with each other. I heard this later, but she was alone.
Nobody would enjoy talking with me, I guess.
She said so. She seems to have low self-esteem. She doesn't have to demean herself. In class, they say she's cool and mysterious, and she's kind of considered sacred. Well, I guess that's why not many people talk to her. And anyway, she has excellent athletic skills. Although she's not a member of any athletic club, she finishes marathon faster than the track team while wearing a mask. She is also active in ball game tournaments as if she belongs to an athletic club. And, more than anything... Ouch!
Look, you have a bump here. I'm going to give you a healing trick. So, just sit still, okay?
She is super kind. Why did such a nice person not have any friends? I don't know why. Anyway, that's how I became friends with her. And that's how we are now running together in the morning. You like running, don't you?
I guess I do. While I'm running, I can keep my mind blank and not think about anything.
Really?
But even so, since you said you would be my friend, you've been talking to me every day, even going along with my morning routine.
Because we're friends, right?
Miruko-kun.
Besides, I'd like to get to know you a little better as soon as possible so you can show me your real face.
You know, Miruko-kun...
What is it?
If I show you what's under the mask, will you stop being my friend?
What?
Because that's why you became my friend in the first place.
How can I do that?
Really?
I'm sure that's why I wanted to be your friend. But the time we've spent together, having a chat and doing things together, that's the real thing. The accumulation of such time must have nurtured the friendship between you and me. So, even if I fulfill my purpose, we will remain friends.
I see. I'm glad to hear that because you are my only friend.
Why don't you make other friends?
There is no one weird who wants to be friends with me.
Is that so? What? Didn't you just indirectly call me a weirdo?
You're a weirdo if all of a sudden you want to see what's under the mask.
That's true.
You were convinced.
But I'm serious. You don't have to demean yourself so much, okay? There are definitely a lot of people who would like to be friends with you. Well, if you're willing, though.
You know what?
Yeah?
Will you listen to me?
What is it all of a sudden?
You've been wondering why I'm wearing a mask, haven't you?
Are you going to tell me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a trauma.
According to her, her father was, until a few years ago, a top athlete at the level of a representative of Japan. However, he was suspected of doping.
In fact, it wasn't doping. It was a cold medicine. He was taking that was caught in a doping test.
I see.
My father said it was his fault for not being able to take care of himself, and he didn't care that much. At first, people around him didn't make such a big deal about it, but then, one day, a TV report made it sound as if my father had really doped.
Since then, she said, the way people around him looked at him changed. The media came to their house every day. Her father was adamant and in denial of doping, and they thought the fuss would soon end. But as soon as nothing came from her father, the focus turned to her, who at the time was a very famous junior track and field athlete.
The media followed me all the way from home to school. They asked me about my father, and since I had also achieved results in junior competition, some people suspected me of doping. My mugshot was all over the internet. I became completely afraid of people seeing my face.
So, you started wearing a mask to hide your face?
Yes.
I see. I could understand why she did not join an athletic club. If she had such an experience, she would have been afraid to get involved with other people. I don't know what to say.
It was a long time ago, and that's not that hard right now. You don't have to worry about it. Anyway, because of all that happened, I kept people away from me. So it's been a long time since the last time I had a friend. I mean, I only have you.
I'm sorry that I asked you to show me your face behind your mask and that I told you to make friends or something.
No, that's okay. But since that's the case, even if we get to know each other, I may not be able to take off the mask. But will you still be my friend?
Of course. Will you be my friend, Yuzuki?
I want to be friends with you, but I just can't take the first step. I hate myself like that. I know you are a good person.
Don't worry, take your time. We can nurture our friendship at our own pace.
Thank you.
Well, I heard that friendships between men and women don't last. Sorry, I'm joking. There are many friendships between men and women.
Really?
It might be true. Maybe. Definitely.
You don't have to give me any assurance.
Because I don't really know. Maybe I'll fall in love with you. Oh, I mean, romantically.
Romantically? I don't know that.
Do you have any experience?
No, I mean, I've never fallen in love with anyone, so I don't even know what it is to fall in love in the first place.
I see. Well, from what I've heard, she used to be a sports girl who was all about sports. Maybe she wasn't interested in romance. But still, it's getting harder and harder to see what's under the mask.
You're not going to give up, are you?
Of course not! Well, I'm not going to force you, though.
Okay. What is it?
Nothing. If I'm going to see, it's better when she's smiling. I thought so, somehow. Then a lunch break after I finish my morning routine. I wonder what I should do about her. From what I've heard, it seems very difficult to get her to show me what's under her mask. If anything, it would be better to give up. But I want to see! I can't lie about my desire to see it. To be honest, I was thinking of looking it up on the internet. But that's wrong. It would be a shameful act. It's like illegally downloading music. My mindset is exactly the same. Buy it and listen to it!
What's wrong? What's troubling you?
I think it's not good to listen to music or watch movies and anime through illegal means.
Oh, pirate edition, right?
Huh? What should I do?
Are you worried about Yuzuki-san by any chance?
How did you figure that out?
Well, yeah, because you two have been hanging out a lot lately, and you seem to be getting along well with her.
Really?
You don't have to hide it. You always solitary Yuzuki is always with Miruko. You guys are deep in a relationship, don't you?
Not really.
Well, I'll leave it now. So, what were you worried about?
Well, If I had to choose between the private version of Yuzuki and the official version of her, I'd have to go with the official version. But I'd like to see the pirate version of her as well.
I don't know what you're talking about. Looking fun. Why? I only have you, Miruko-kun. I don't like that you have friends other than me. He only belongs to me. Well, what am I thinking?
Oh? Is that Yuzuki looking at us over there? What is she doing there? Hmm? After school? Hey, you were staring at me during lunch break, but what was that about?
Nothing.
Is that so? Hey, what's wrong? You're acting a little weird. Is something bothering you?
Nothing.
Is that so?
I just thought that you had other friends besides me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Oh, could it be Yuzuki? What? I knew it! Do you remember? I ran with you when we were in junior high school. What?
Apparently, she is a girl who knows the old Yuzuki.
Wow, it's been a long time. Well, speaking of which, why did you quit athletics?
Well, I'm sorry, but we're on a date right now. Can you hold off on that?
Oh, hey!
Come on, let's go! Phew! She didn't follow us as expected.
Oh, hand.
What? Oh,
Uh,
I'm sorry. I thought it would be better to say that so she wouldn't pester us so hard.
okay.
It's hard once you've been famous.
You're so kind.
What? No, I'm your friend.
I knew it. I want you to be mine.
What? Then my sight went dark.
Are you awake?
What? I'm in a strange room, on a bed, with my arms and legs restrained. What in the world is this situation?
I'm holding you in my room.
Why?
Why do you think?
I'm your only friend, but I have other friends besides you, and you couldn't stand it, so you wanted to monopolize me and restrain me to the bed?
What? That's correct. As if you read my mind.
Is that so?
Yes, I wanted to monopolize you, so I restrained you here.
What?
I only have you, but you have other friends. I don't like that. One day, when I'm no longer needed, you will go away.
That's not true.
So, I'll make you not be able to live without me.
Jeez. I wonder what she's going to do to me.
I'm the only friend you have, which is enough for you, right?
How did you get rid of the highlights in your eyes?
Hydrochloric acid.
That would be melting, isn't it?
Come on, let's be friends, shall we? Do you want to do a lot of this and that with me? Hold my hand? Help you eat?
It's more like a lover than a friend, whatever that means. Hey, that's no friend.
What do you mean?
You are only dependent on the other person. It's not a friend.
Then, what is a friend?
How would I know?
What?
At least, friends are not the kind of beings that do what you want them to do. What you want is a convenient existence that looks out for only you and cares only for you, isn't it? What's the difference between that and a doll?
But I want to do things with you, like help you eat, sleep together, and so on.
That's not being a friend as well.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you a doll. I'm sorry.
It's okay if you understand. Anyway, please untie me.
Let me do something for you as an apology.
What? Well, I want you to untie me.
Right! You wanted to see what was under my mask, didn't you? Will you forgive me if I do?
No!
What?
I'm not happy to see you under these circumstances.
But
If I'm going to see it, I'd rather see it when you're smiling. I'm not happy to see your face when you look like you're about to cry.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Untie me for now.
What else do I have to do as an apology?
Just untie me! But I digress. Phew. Mad at you anymore, so stop making that emotional face.
But
Huh? Anyway, she was scary just then. I thought I was going to wet my pants. I'm not sure how I was able to talk back to her in that state. I am impressed by myself. But still, I think what you want to do is like a lover more than a friend.
what?
Because, you know, helping me eat, holding hands, sleeping together. Friends don't do that, do they? Maybe you're in love with me? Well, no way. You've never been in love with anyone before, have you? What's wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Are you sure?
I see. About you.
Well, whatever it is, I'm looking forward to being with you from now on, okay? As a friend.
I want to stop being your friend anymore.
What?
It's good that I wear a mask. If you see my face now,
You want to stop being friends? Stop friends. Extra.
Miruko-kun, do you have a favorite type?
Well, let's see. I guess it's fire type.
I'm not talking about Poke.
What? Then what are you talking about?
I'm asking you what type of girl you like.
Well, metaphorically speaking,
Metaphorically speaking?
it's a girl who's like fire type.
Why would you compare her to a Poke?
No?
Zen, if you were to compare the type of girl you like to a Poke,
Gardevoir.
it's not the one of fire type, isn't it? It's psychic fairy type.